So now we completed the Portuguese. A quick review. Vasco da Gama found the sea route. After him, Francisco Almeida came as the viceroy and he implemented the policy called Blue Water Policy. Then Alfonso de Albuquerque established Portuguese Empire in India by conquering Goa. And then eventually the power declined because English and the French came. Now let's learn the same with respect to the Dutch. Dutch are from this country in Europe called the Holland or Netherlands. It's here. They established a company. The name of the company is United East India Company. In which year? 1602. What was the main aim of this company? To do business with the eastern countries like India, Java, Sumatra, Indonesia. Okay? When they came to India, they established warehouse or godowns in which cities or districts? In Surat, in Broch, in Cambay, Cochin, Nagapatnam, Masulipatnam, Chinsura and other places in India. Basically from the top of the west coast, coming all the way bottom and rising from the east coast. But they were unable to face the competition with French, so they went to the Spice Islands in Indonesia and they left India altogether. The only question from Dutch that is important is name their centers. Now let's learn about the English. On 31st December 1600, Queen Elizabeth issued a royal charter. What is the meaning of a royal charter? A permission, a document giving permission, authorizing the East India Company to trade with eastern countries for 15 years. And the company started the business formally in the year 1613. The permission was given in 1600. They started trade in 1613. While the Queen Elizabeth was ruling in England, who was ruling in India? The Mughal Emperor Jahangir. He also issued a royal permission to English to establish their first warehouse or factory. Where? At Surat. Very important question for 1 mark. In 1670, Sir Thomas Roe, he arrived in whose court? In the Mughal Emperor Jahangir's court as a royal ambassador from the court of James I. He sought or asked for permission. Now they have already given permission to establish one factory at Surat. But Thomas Roe asked permission to establish factories in other places of Mughal Empire. After he got the permission, the English established factories at Agra, Ahmedabad and Bharuch. In 1639, they also took the city of Madras from the king of Chandragiri and established a strong fort. They established a very strong fort there. The name of the fort is St. George Fort. After that, Charles II, he became the Prince of England and he had control over Bombay. He gave Bombay to English East India Company for a 1-year rent of £10 in the year of 1668. So let's summarize. They received permission from Jahangir and established the first factory at Surat. Thomas Roe came and asked for permission again to establish more factories, and they established factories at so many other places, and then they got Madras from the king of Chandragiri, and lastly they got Bombay from Charles II for an annual rent. Finally, the English purchased 3 villages, namely Sutanauti, Kalikata and Govindapura on the banks of Hooghly River. Where is this Hooghly River? Do you all know? Yes, can you all guess the state? Very good, West Bengal, along the city of Kolkata. The name of the city of Kolkata originated from this village's name, Kalikata. And they built the Fort William there, and the city of Calcutta grew around the Fort William. So they got Madras from the king of Chandragiri, they got Bombay for an annual rent, and they got Calcutta by purchasing these 3 villages. These became the three strongest presidencies or places where the English ruled from in the future. So by the 17th century, the English had established Bombay, Madras and Calcutta as the center of their presidencies or their trading center. By the later part of 18th century, they made Calcutta their capital. They implemented their own civil and criminal procedure codes, meaning now they are making law also themselves. Wherever they controlled, they made their own civil laws and criminal laws. Now let's look at French. The French East India Company started as a government-owned company in which year? In the year of 1664. Where was their first factory? Where was the English East India Company's first factory? At Surat. Even the French had their first factory at Surat. Later, they established factories in Machilipatnam, Chandranagara, Mahe, Karaikallu, Cossin Bazar and Balasore. In the year 1674, they took Valikandapuram. Any idea today what is Valikandapuram called? We shall see. So this small town they took from a local Muslim official and they developed it as their trade center. Today it is called Puducherry. Many of you guessed it very correctly, or Pondicherry. Who came from the French side to India? Dupleix. He arrived as the Governor General of French and he had very high ambitions. What ambitions? Of establishing or becoming a king in India. He wanted it to be a major power in the South India. So there happened wars called the Carnatic Wars between the French and the English. So students, a quick timeline. In 1600, the East India Company was established. In 1602, United East India Company was established. This was owned by the Dutch. In 1619, the Mughal Emperor Jahangir issued a royal charter allowing the British to conduct trade in the first town of Surat and on the west coast and in the Hooghly on the east coast. And then in 1639, the English established their first warehouse in Surat. Lastly, in 1664, the French East India Company was established in France.